Greetings, Battle Brothers. It's me, Aurelia Tempris, Defender of the Golden Throne and Servant of Humanity. Hello. It has been, quite a while. It has been long enough that I forget how streaming schedules work. Not that I forgot that there was a stream today. No, it's just, there is no collab with Sotech today. That's tomorrow. Yeah, that's where I goofed. No, I didn't leave for milk. I didn't leave for milk, I promise. No, if I was gonna leave, I would leave for Mountain Dew. Look, I'm not leaving you over milk. I'm leaving to get some Mountain Dew at the store. Hi, guys. It's good to see you all again. I really do miss streaming. Yeah, you know. Yeah, I did goof, and now we have 4 streams this week. Was supposed to be 3, but now it's just 4. Oh, man. Yeah, 1 more stream than planned, which I guess is better than having less streams. I hate saying, like, oh, sorry guys, can't make it all of a sudden. So, you know, that's better. It's better. I was just like, I saw someone's comment in the other streams like, well, Sotech must have the wrong stream up. And then I was like, wait, we did change the date last minute, but it was like before. Yeah. Yeah, I forgot. Fine, we're streaming tomorrow too now. I thought I was gonna have time to do laundry, but I guess I was wrong. Yeah, you know, at least I'm here. It's been years. Oh, it hasn't been years. Look. You would know if it's been years. Trust me. Because I'm an abhuman, I've lived quite a while. I know how long it is. Laundry stream? No, I don't know about that. That can't even be a hand cam. You guys can't know what I wear during my off time. Ooh. Got another screen. There we go. If you had Gilman's Microsoft Excel sheet, you never make a little mistake like this. Well, it was because I set everything up before, like, I stepped away from the computer for a couple days. And I was like, okay, this is all good. And then when I came back, I was like, oh, I need to make my schedule really fast because it was like a Tuesday night, Wednesday morning, something like that. And I forgot that plans changed. It changed. I know I could fold laundry with a hand cam, but I don't want you guys to know what I wear. It's all gym shorts. It's all gym shorts. Too many sanguineous t-shirts. It's a little embarrassing. I just can't let you guys see that. One of Sanguinius's oversized shirts. How did you know? How did you know? How did you know that's what I had? I got a lot of them. I got a lot. Let me get rid. Dio fan, thank you for the bits, by the way. Made a goof, huh? Well, that's fine. Happy to be here. Yeah, we'll just chat. That means I'll probably do something different on Sunday, because I wanted to have a chill chatting stream where we just hang out. My mouth is moving. Why is it doing that? It should not be moving. That. Why are you moving, mouth? No, I fixed it. And now it's broken again. I'm gonna have to reposition my fan or something. I don't know what the deal is. It's fine. I'll just keep talking. If I keep talking, that means there's no issues with the mouth tracking because my mouth is always moving. So I won't shut up. I won't shut up. I'll keep talking else. Let me make sure I got, and I saw, oh, Omni, thank you so much for the super chat. Keep up the good work, Golden Girlie. Thank you very much, my dude. And ALJ, fun to get a stream right after my first day on the job. Yay! Congrats on your new job. I hope you are enjoying it. And if you're not enjoying it, I hope it pays the bills well. I hope it pays the bills. and does what you need it to do until you can get a job you like. That pays good. Aurelia, I have terrible news. Oh no, I can't read. Can't read. Wait. Oh, dang it. I'll read it here. At work today, I dropped a package and began to leak red fluid. When we went to clean up, we checked inside. It was a case of Code Red. How dare you. Mods. Take him out back. Take him out back. A case of Code Red. A disgrace. This is a disgrace. This is such a sad day. I'm sorry. Thank you for your honesty, but I'm gonna have to have the mods take you out back. And yo, Rappo, thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs. Thank you so much, my dude. Got him. Take him out back. It's over. I'm sorry, my guy. He was a good one. He was a good one. He was a brave one. and oh, Mr. Clean for the 5 gifted on the YouTube side. Thank you very much. Aw, you guys are so nice. I missed you guys. I heard that we am dumb here. Yes, am dumb. I am dumb. Very, very much so, very dumb. The prettiest of the custodians. Can confirm. That's the 2nd execution this week. Wait, who was the first one? Wait. Hang on. Who was the first person this week that we executed? Mods? Who was the first one? I don't remember doing that. I don't remember. He ordered Chaos Space Marines. Well, looks like the mods took care of that one for me. Are we talking about Clippy? He's kind of fallen to corn rather quickly, I'm concerned. I know, only 2 executions, you know, those are rookie numbers. We gotta boost those numbers. You know, I purge heretics all the time. Usually, we don't purge them in the server. A little more lenient about it. Yo! Capo Mio, welcome in, Raiders. Thank you so much for the raid. Capo, we need to set up that repo. We need to set up that repo thing. I'm gonna message the girls right now because we keep forgetting to set it up. Where is the group chat? Repo soon? There we go. I hope you had a good stream. What were you streaming more Grand Theft Auto? Were you streaming more Grand Theft Auto? Okay, look. Capo, the amount of times... Oh, no, you were playing Oblivion. Didn't it get remastered? Okay. Honestly, I was gonna say, the amount of times you come in saying you play Grand Theft Auto, I kind of want to play it now as a result. I want to know what I'm missing. I'm like, what's that about? It looks good. Seems like fun. Yes, and it came out 2 days ago. Yeah, I heard the internet was all over that Oblivion. I heard it's good, but I've never played. It's good. Oh, man. Well, thank you again so much for the raid. If you need to eat, go to bed, do what you gotta do. Thank you just for stopping by and saying hi. Oh, and Dino Fan, thank you so much for gifting the sub to Capo. That's sweet of you. But yeah, do what you gotta do, girl. I sent a message to the group chat to see if we can play Repo again, because I have a lot of fun. It's very, very, very chaotic. Yes, let's do it. We'll do it. I've started the conversation, so we'll get the girls back together. We will finally get all 6 of us in a collab. We'll make it happen. How you feeling today, boss? Good. I goofed because the schedule says we're collabing with SoTech, but I mixed up the dates. That's tomorrow, not today. So yeah. That was a little goof on my part. So we're gonna have to, we get 4 streams. You get 4 streams this week. Not 3. Well, I guess I could possibly, I could possibly skip the Sunday stream, but we'll see. We'll see. If I find something I want to do on Sunday, we'll do that. More like stream with no tech. I'm gonna screenshot that, and I'm gonna send that to him. That is wonderful. Oh my gosh. Too Bright, congratulations. You're probably gonna get thrown in the snake pit. Is he offline right now? Hang on, that's funny. 1 second. Okay. So I accidentally planned our collab today. Hang on. Accidentally put our collab on my schedule for today. I realized I can't type and like speak at the same time. Okay, so I said, so I accidentally put our collab on my schedule today. I realized last minute, and this is what one of my mods said when I told chat. And then I sent the more like a stream with no tech. There we go. I'm so silly. I don't know how I manage that. I'm usually like really good. And don't worry, I've checked with Froggy like a bazillion times. We do have a stream on Saturday. That stream is happening. Can confirm that is happening. We've each checked with each other like a bazillion times because that is going to be a stream and a half. That is going to be a long stream because we are doing some tabletop simulator, which is going to be so much fun. But we're also building our army lists and setting everything up. So it is, you know, tabletop games run a long time. On top of that, we're building things and we like to talk. We are yappers and it's gonna be pretty bad. Oh my goodness. Do a karaoke stream. Oh man, no, I'm not prepared. I'm not even warmed up. I've got to do some other singing related stuff and I just need to get to it. Easily an 8-hour stream. Yeah, it's gonna be long. It's gonna be long. Acapella stream 1, man, don't know. I think what I would like to do, because I've just been out of like touch when it comes to like singing. Like when I used to sing all the time, like on a daily basis, like my voice was really good, but because I don't sing like in a choir setting or something else on a regular basis, I can tell my voice has deteriorated and I haven't felt as like confident in it. So I actually want to spend some time, I'm like debating in the future getting like a singing coach just to get me back on like the level I feel comfortable at being. And then after that I can start doing that. But I'm not feeling too confident about my voice at the moment when it comes to singing things. Nah. Daily acapella streams. No, I didn't say that. I didn't say that. Let me go back and just check. Oh, you could make Sunday a Star Wars versus Warhammer 40k build stream. Oh yeah, we could do that. I will think about it. It depends on how I feel that day and how much time I want to sink in on Sunday. But that is a great suggestion. Thank you, Dino Fan. And let me just give all the people the shout outs for the support, all the different okay, the beginning. Okay, thank you to all these people for your support. One True Gamer, because you've been around for 12 months. That's pretty nuts. So One True Gamer, Just Another Merc, Captain Rex. Oh my gosh, Just Another Merc, you gave out two gifts subs as well. Oh my gosh, I totally missed that. I'm so sorry. That was like 10 minutes ago. I'm so sorry, my guy. I did not see that. I'm so sorry. Zeal, thank you so much. Rappo, Shadow, and Voidstalker. Thank you guys so much for your support and continuing your subs. No worries, you had a story to tell. I'm sorry, I feel so bad because you guys are so nice and I don't want you guys to think I'm ignoring you. There are certain like things I will not answer, just because of sometimes the question or I don't want to answer it or something. But like, I don't want you guys to think I'm like actively like ignoring you, especially when you guys are so nice and generous. I know, so many generous people. Full Moon Tales, I agree. Someone asked me a question. First time chat, where was it? There it is. How have you been, Ori? I'm trying to get my Death Guard. Rhino. Oh my gosh, you've got lots of things. Plague Burst Crawler, Plague Hulk painted. It's taking forever. Also, the Oblivion remaster is a wonderful, incredible game. You'd love it. That's so good to hear. I'm tempted. Okay, I'm gonna look into it. Because a lot of people have been like freaking out about it. And I'm like, what's this about? Step away from my desk for a while and then I forget where everything is. Dadminus says hi and it's good to hear you on the Voxcaster. Hi Laminus, tell your dad I said hi. That sounds weird, but like his dad is really nice. Okay. I will look into it. We're gonna need the focus message? What do you mean? What do you mean? Look, it's fine. No! Why are we— no, stop that. We're not pinning that. That is specifically for when I'm playing a game. I've been watching your videos on text-to-speech Emperor. Glad to catch a stream. Hello, hello! We are just kind of chilling today. This was not what I had planned. So we're just gonna vibe, and we're just gonna chat. How was everyone's Easter? I don't know how many people, like, if you're in school, sometimes you get long weekends. As a result, did everyone have a good time? Did you guys eat some chocolate or Peeps? Oh, I have marshmallow Peeps. Need to eat. Ooh, that sound. What's my favorite Pokemon? I like Jolteon, the Eevee that is the evolution, the lightning evolution. Eevee. I like that. That one's my favorite. It reminds me of an animal companion that I had in a Dungeons and Dragons game. He's a very similar concept. So I like him. He's very cute. I found your channel last week and I'm mostly caught up. Full Moon Tales. That is impressive. I'm impressed that you caught up so much. That is insane. You may have had a bit of a memory lapse, but I'm glad I caught you live for a few minutes, but I must inspect the pillows. I am enjoying my time in the Discord, and all the best on the stream. May drop and lurk in during the next stream. Oh, okay, Zeal, thank you so much for stopping by. You know, make sure those pillows don't have any heretics, okay? That's very important. Make sure there's no heretics in your pillows. Like, sleep tight, don't let the heretics bite. This is good. Do your duty for the Emperor, sir. Yes, Eevee evolution mentioned. Yeah, a lot of people say Flareon is more my vibe, but I like Jolteon. He's cute. He's kind of like a dog cat. Like, he's kind of in that weird in between where he kind of looks like a dog or like a really spiky cat. Or a really, really spiky cat. Let's see. I also just like classic Eevee. Like, classic Eevee, 10 out of 10 is perfect. It doesn't... The design doesn't need to be improved. It's very much friend-shaped. So friend-shaped. I would hug it. Did you guys... Okay, wait. Is this true, or am I going crazy? Full size. gotta spell this right. Okay. Did you guys see? Where is it? Is this correct? Yes. Oh my gosh. Did you guys see? I saw this on Twitter. Life-size plushies of the Pokemon's evolutions are now on sale. And like the pictures, they're so big. Let me save this. Can I save this? Yes. Oh my gosh. I gotta show you guys. I saw it on Twitter and I was like, there's no way. But there, yeah, it is a thing. Pull it up. Okay. Here. There you go. Evolutions. Life-sized. I will say Jolteon, he looks a little, like, weird. But, like, oh my gosh. Look at that. Look at that. It's incredible. It's wonderful. Oh, the Snorlax beanbag chair. That's 10 out of 10 design. Personally, that was so clever. So clever. Flareon looks very squishable. I agree. That tail looks so soft. Let's see. Is there another picture of the others? Oh, they have pictures of all of them. I'm not gonna pull up all of them. Those are the three that they have, like, big pictures of. Let's see. They're being released in waves. So the first one is... The first wave are Flareon... Oh gosh, don't ask me. Flareon, Vaporeon, and Jolteon. The second set is Espeon, Umbreon. That's the second set. And then Leafeon, Glaceon, and Sylveon. Third one. So it's gonna be good. I'm tempted, but I want to be responsible. Can you show your full Alpha Legion armor for art? Oh, so unfortunately, when I moved things over to my new computer, I decided not all the armors transferred over. I kept them on the old computer. So unfortunately, I don't have the model on this computer. So, yeah, I'm sorry. I thank you for the super chat, Starman, but I can't. Is there an Eevee one? Wait, hang on, let me look. That is a good question. Oh yes, there is a regular Eevee one. The Eevee one is not, you can order it now. The other ones are pre-orders. Correct. Sorry. That's an important detail that I failed to mention. So what you're saying is stay tuned for another armor painting stream? No, I have the files, but I'm trying to keep things more like on brand, and when I'm colorful all the time, it can be confusing. Yeah, look, let's not get into why the Vaporeons are cursed. Let's just move, can we move beyond that as a society? Can we, like, stop thinking about that? Because at first I was like, oh, yikes, that might be a bad move, but no. Can we just move past that? That cursed lore that we don't need to discuss, we're not going to discuss it. We're not going to discuss it, but it's critically cursed. Anyways, but yeah, those plushies look incredible. I would snuggle all of them if I could. It would actually be wonderful to lay in like a big pile of them, just snuggled up. Instead of a dog pile, it's an Eevee pile. It'd be wonderful. It'd be amazing. Death by plushie, you know what? That's fine. Oh, but like, okay, I actually have a legitimate question. You guys know what squishmallows are, right? They are like the animal pillows that are really, really soft, and They're kind of in the shape of marshmallows, vaguely in the shape of marshmallows. I've seen a uncommon amount of people that have Squishmallow collections, like to the point where they have like at least half a room, floor to ceiling, filled with Squishmallows. So, I have a question. Has anyone like that owns that, have they ever like fallen asleep in their pile of Squishmallows and like, you know, not woken up because like a Squishmallow pile fell on top of them and then they couldn't breathe? I don't know. That seems like it's like a huge fire hazard. Which, like, most things you keep in your house are flammable to some extent. But, like, floor to ceiling, and then, like... No, I'm saying, what if you fell asleep and they just piled on top of you and then they covered your mouth and your face? And then you couldn't breathe. That would be, like, death by plushie. Be pretty bad. I don't know, I'm just curious. That would be so embarrassing. Oh my gosh, I can add that to my list. When I was younger, and I don't remember the whole list, I made a list of things that was, like an embarrassing way to die. Which sounds so dumb. And I think I actually talked about this on one of the repo streams. An embarrassing way to die that I came up with when I was like 12 was being hit by a golf cart. If you died after being hit by a golf cart. Because they don't go very fast. And that would be another one, death by plushie. Adding that to my list. I hadn't thought about that one. Crushed by a large collection of Funko Pops. That would also be bad. Like anything that's like embarrassing that someone would write about in your obituary. Oh, dude, Effective Colt. Thank you so much for the gift on Throne for the Taco Bell gift card. This is... Now I want to go to Taco Bell tonight. I was gonna make tacos for dinner. And now I'm like, why not just go get tacos? Instead of making them. I love it. I love this. This is a good plan. This is a very, very good plan. I did just have Taco Bell today too. Based. Incredibly based. And Ben, thank you so much for your 12 months of support. Sorry I'm late. Anyway, 1 year together. First time I've ever done 1 year with anyone. Yay, Ben! I am honored that you've stuck around this long. I'm so grateful, man. Thank you. You insult people by calling Taco Bell actual taco. Look. I understand it's not like a real taco. I fully understand. You may look at me and be like, she doesn't know the difference. No, I know. Don't worry. I'll go get... what do you even call them? Fake tacos. We'll call them fake tacos. It's diet taco. I'm sorry, have you seen the calories in a Taco Bell taco? That's not a diet taco. That's not a diet taco, my guy. We'll call it a fake taco. Because there's no way. There's no way. It's diet. I wouldn't mind having an embarrassing death because at least people would laugh rather than cry. I don't want people to mourn my death. Just laugh and move on. Oh, yeah. That is a very... Okay. No, Mal, that is a very, very good point. That's a very good point. I hadn't thought about it that way. Because, like, you think about your family members, you're like, oh man, that would suck, but, like, you would... I don't know if you would find it funny if they died in a very embarrassing or silly way, but that's a very good point. Huh. Not that I'm gonna aim for that. If I could go, I would go peacefully in my sleep, or, as my dad likes to say, he says if he can't go in his sleep, he would like to die in a way that gets the family a lot of money. Which is like, Dad, I'm so glad that you're thinking about the family, but like, that's gonna be traumatizing for all of us if it's that bad. But, you know, I appreciate the thought. Not that he's going out of his way, but still. There are 2 reasons you go to Taco Bell. 1, you're constipated. 2, you need emergency dog food. What? Why are you giving dogs Taco Bell? And also, the first one doesn't work on me. I have an iron gut. All my custodian training, it doesn't do that to me. I am strong. I am strong like my muscles and my abs. Even in death, your dad is getting bread. I mean, yes. Yes. In a very morbid sense, yes. Oh my gosh. You know, you can't claim yourself as your own dependent in life insurance. Yeah. That makes sense. Like, yeah. He could just mean life insurance. Well, okay, so no. Yeah, there is, I think, actually, I don't know. There could be life insurance on my dad. I actually don't know. He probably has it. He probably does. But no. He's talking about, like, what's an easy one? Like a roller coaster accident. Like, obviously he doesn't want to go that way, but like, if something happens on a roller coaster, like, dude, your family's getting paid. Your family is getting so much money as a result. That's what he means. Or like, something related to like an airline thing. Something like that, I think, is what he's going for. Is what he's implying. I've never directly asked him. I've never asked him. Even in death, I still serve Spider Dad. Yeah, I mean... yeah, he kinda does. Oh my gosh, this... Oh my goodness, this is incredible. This is not something I ever like really sat down and talked and or thought about with other people. That's just a thing he said. Because I was like, oh, you would want to go out like quickly. You want to go quickly. And he's like, no, I want to make you guys the most money. I'm like, that's a choice. That's a choice. Yeah, he wants something you could easily win the lawsuit of. Hi, Aurelia. How are you? I am doing good. You know, we're just talking about untimely endings of people. It's fine. It's fine. And my dad's... Well, it's not his plan. It would be his choice if he could make that choice. Spider Dad in the Mortal Kombat tournament when he could easily get that money. Well, okay. Look, okay guys, we are not actively planning for, like, we're not planning for that. Look, I love my dad dearly, and it would be a devastating day whenever that happened, because I love my dad. I am a daddy's girl. Like, look, it would be a very sad day, week, month. It would be rough. So, we are not planning. We're not planning for this. No! Spider Dad, no! I would like him to stay alive for as long as possible, please and thank you. I kind of love my dad. I kind of like him. A lot. I'd like to keep him around. He's a handy dude to have around. Very wise. Very knowledgeable. Chat's already plotting patricide. I know, look. This is where it's become, we're barely into the stream and we're already talking about this. Stick him in a dreadnought? I mean, that would be nice. If I could keep him around like that. Think of all the Warhammer you could get with that money. I mean, yes, that would be a lot. But I wouldn't... No. I couldn't do it. And it wouldn't just be me. It wouldn't just be me getting it. I'd kind of have to share. Anyways, we could talk about other things that my family has done that's kind of silly. So, alright. Context. Alright, here's story time. I hope you're ready. This story over the weekend has been fantastic. So, I have a sibling. When we were younger, this sibling was known as... Yeah, I can say this. The nickname for this sibling was Mr. Tutors. That was the nickname. There's a whole other story involved with that joke. But the whole reason, and part of the reason that sibling was called this, is because this sibling could fart on command. Like, dead serious. My parents would look at sibling and be like, "Hey, sibling," and we called it when we were younger. We called it tooting instead of like farting. He's like, "Oh, can you toot?" And the sibling could 100% do that on command. It was kind of nuts how like frequently they could do that. So that was just always like the running joke for the longest time. My parents, yes, Mr. Tutors was the nickname. So my parents stopped doing that. Like, I think when, you know, sibling was in like probably like going into like middle school. I know, it is a superpower. We were all very proud. We're all very proud of it. So I was talking to sibling. Over the weekend, and I found out something incredibly interesting. Apparently, my parents talked to my sibling like later because I think they were reminiscing about the Mr. Tutor days. And sibling said to them, "I was like, wow, I'm just so like, that's like just surprising that I could do that." And my parents said to them, "It's like, well, that was because you were drinking milk all the time." Sibling's like, "Wait, what?" Like, yeah, we're pretty sure like the milk that you were drinking like upset your stomach a little bit, which is why you were able to fart all the time. So whenever you drank milk, we would ask you to fart. And my sibling was like, "Oh, you betrayed me. We that's what I was known for such a long time. And you made me fart on command." Like, and this wasn't just like in the family. Like, they would do this in front of other people. And everyone was always so impressed with it. Everyone was so impressed. But my parents knew the whole time it was because sibling had probably a mild, like, lactose intolerance. Oh my gosh, so they told me that today. I had no idea. But I could not stop laughing. It's a miracle I've been able to hold it in for so long. Dude, that's what my sibling was known for like at least like 10 years. I was like, "Oh, can you toot?" Boom, did it. Just got here. Look, it's an odd story. It's an odd story, but it's funny. Weaponized lactose intolerance, yeah. Look, it's a very good party trick. It's a very good party trick. If you could do that with a child, holy cow. Look, I'd do that. Kind of funny. I don't know if I would wait. Like, I don't know if I would, like... How do I explain? I don't know if I'd do it for as long as my parents did. No, they used that party trick for, like, at least 6 to 10 years. And then I don't think they told my sibling until, like, a couple years after that. I'm sorry, get it right. It's Mr. Tutors. Mr. Tutors, Insult Machine, and Spider Dad. Oh. Box door, drink 2 liters of milk and smiles at you. Oh gosh. That's terrible. That's terrible. I hope there are windows or a ceiling fan. Would this also work with cheese? I don't know. We didn't eat like a ton of cheese when we were younger, but we drank a lot of milk. We drank so much milk when we were growing up. That was it was either water or milk, and like I think we would drink to like 1 to 2 gallons a week. A lot of milk. Drank a lot. But it was more likely the milk that caused it than just us eating like shredded cheese, something like that. Oh man, I'm glad you guys like that story. Oh, I was busting a gut. Busting a gut. Oh, I'm gonna start laughing. Alright. Keep it together, Aurelia. You got this. That was such peak content. Ugh. Custodes experimenting with chemical warfare? Maybe. Look. Chemical warfare and stuff like that is not a crime. A war crime. In the 41st millennium. Or the 42nd, for that matter. All's fair. Everything is game. For the story, we shall call your brother the Nurgle Whisperer. For the most part, this sibling is quite clean. So, it was only as like a childhood thing. Is anything a war crime in 40k? No. War crimes don't exist. What are those two words together? War crime? No, that's just normal everyday stuff. Yeah, Geneva has been destroyed. Well, not for centuries, for thousands of years. For millennia. Because 40, yeah, multiple millennia. Mr. Tutor's an agent of Nurgle. Oh my. This is bad because I need to tell you, sibling is not Nurgle-esque. I promise you, they're not. It's just, please, don't get my, don't get the wrong impression about my sibling. They're gonna be pissed if they find out that's what you guys think about them. Oh yes, this is the same sibling that was like I told you guys about the cheese touch, right? Told you about the cheese touch. This is the same sibling that was grossed out about like the cheese from Diary of a Wimpy Kid movie. Okay, all right, another story. So if you've ever read the Diary of a Wimpy Kid books, there is this, in the books there is this, someone's lunch, like a piece of their like Swiss cheese fell out of their lunch and basically rots on the basketball court. And anyone who touches the cheese has the cheese touch, and you have to touch someone else to give them the cheese touch, and it's like a social outcast game. So family and I watched the movie, and my sibling could not fall asleep after we watched that movie because the cheese was so disgusting. It was giving them nightmares. And they were terrified of the cheese and the cheese touch. So this is the same sibling. So they do not like gross things. This is actually, the sibling hates mold. Like, even if there's like a tiny little bit of like something on there, no, will not. I think they had a bad experience one time. They were grabbing a brownie from the fridge, and they were like so excited to have this brownie or this piece of cake, whatever it was. Opened the container and it was covered with gray, fuzzy mold. And I think it scarred them. Scarred them for life. And they hate anything that even has like the tiniest touch of like mold or the beginnings of what they think might be. So, actively not Nurgle. Geneva? Who is she? Right, you're right. Great question. Thank you, ALJ, for the super chat. It's a very, very, very good question. Sorry, my mouse bumped my drink and accidentally clicked on another thing. Is there an opposite for a follower of Nurgle? I don't think there's an opposite. The Imperium is kind of opposite, but they're also kind of gross too. Oh, I once opened a gallon of apple juice only to find a little island of... That's gross. That's nasty. Yeah, no, mold is really gross. There's some stuff where it's like, oh, I shouldn't have left that in the fridge for so long. And now, like, there's like a smell to it. It's... We should not talk about this. This is gross. This is so gross. We shouldn't talk about this. There's so many, like, why am I talking about this? Just give your mold to Froggy, she loves to eat that stuff. You're right, you're right. You know, I will take all of my moldy things and I'll ship it to Froggy. It'll take like 2 weeks to get to her. And like, she'll just love eating all of that mold when it arrives and gets to her. Yeah, she would love that. I'll have to ask her. Unfortunately, I just threw out some of my stuff that went bad like a few days ago, so I don't have anything fresh to send her. I guess I'm just gonna have to save something for her. Perfectly good mold gone to waste. No. Well, I mean, it's probably still in the trash can. So, you know, it's still, we can get it. We could still get it. Lingering with all the other stuff. Okay, anyways, we change the subject. Change the subject now. We've gone off the rails. Oh, so another conversation I had with my my family over the weekend. I was talking to my mom, and I was just, you know, just talking. She was asking me what I was doing, and I'm like, oh, not much. I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Like, there's this audiobook I'm listening to, like, but overall, I'm just, like, relaxing and, like, just, chilling. And she's like, oh, what book are you reading? And, like, I stopped for a moment because, let me tell you guys, I am reading the Night Lord's Omnibus right now. I'm on the last book. I powered through the second one, and I'm on the last one, Voidstalker. And I was like, oh, it's just a, it's just a sci-fi. It's just a sci-fi book. You wouldn't like it. It's just sci-fi. I was like, oh, just sci-fi, Mom. Just sci-fi. You wouldn't really like it all that much. Which she wouldn't. She's more into, like, mystery stuff. But, I felt it was pretty safe to say, that she wouldn't like that. I'm sure your mom would like the Night Lord's book. No. I think she would read them and be like, Aurelia, what's wrong with you? Like, they are doing terrible things to everyone, and there's no getting around that. You can't get around that. I was trying to explain to my sibling this book, and I was like, yeah, like this like book series is like really good. And I was like, you know, this universe, I was giving them context. I said, this universe is pretty much like, you know, war crimes. Everyone commits war crimes on a daily basis. No one is like a true good guy. Everyone commits war crimes, and it generally kind of, it generally sucks. She's like, okay, got it. And I continued, and I said, well, these guys, you know, everyone commits war crimes. These guys commit war crimes. Like, if there's anyone that's gonna do it, they're committing so many crimes. I said, but the book series is really good. The way it's written, it's very engaging, and like you just wanna really get into it and read it. And sibling was like, oh, is it because like you're starting to like understand where they're coming from, and like you can their actions are justified? And I was like, no, like, you understand like why they did things, but it doesn't justify what they did. It's still very bad. Like, thinking about all the terrible things they do to like the mortals, I was like, no, it's just written very well in a manner I can't explain, because I don't look at the Night Lords and be like, oh, well, these guys are just misunderstood and I understand why they do things now. It's more like, okay, I understand their thought process and why they do things, but I can't justify any of it. I cannot justify any of it. But it is just so engaging to listen to. I can't stop. Can't stop. They're just quirky little guys. Yeah, quirky. Infinite and the Divine. Look, I doubt it. Like, I think my mom might like Infinite and the Divine. It's just such a huge leap outside her comfort zone. I don't think she would be into it. I don't think she would be into it. I also, like, there's lots of questions I have to answer, because I don't think she would get it, and I'd have to explain a ton, and then there would be so much to explain, she just would be not interested anymore. There's always a Night Lord in the shadows, yes. The Night Lord characterization is the best part of the trilogy. It is really good, and honestly, the voice acting, if you ever have the opportunity to listen to the audiobooks, 10 out of 10. I love the accents. And, oh, mwah, chef's kiss. They're beautiful, wonderful. They're just so intriguing to listen to. It's like, wow, you keep talking. And then I remember they're like cold-blooded killers with black eyes, and they're like staring into your soul, and they're like, I'm going to get you. That's what they do. They're dark eyes, and they're freaky in ways you would not like. Not freaky in a good way. You can't fix that. No, they will affix your skin to their armor. And they like it. Just 'cause they can. Or for other nefarious purposes. Which I've learned about. Ugh. Don't recommend that. You can try and fix them. You can try and fix them. You're just gonna be affixed to their armor. That's just what's gonna happen. That's just what's gonna happen. Hello, just popped in. How is everyone? Stream caught me by surprise. I usually can't make them. Oh, good to see you, Aquinas. Yes, you will become a fixture of their armor and ship. Correct. You will become a decoration. A very wet, dripping decoration. What about Caiaphas Cain? I could see that one. That one is more palatable. Hey, we'll see. I don't really want to recommend any books until people know that I'm a V. Otherwise, they'll be like, "What you doing, Aurelia? What you doing?" Just like the decoration on the Night Lord Leviathan Dreadnought, yes. Yep. That's decor. It was kind of cool in in Voidstalker. Was it Voidstalker? Yes. Yeah, it was Voidstalker. They were talking about a Night Lord and a champion from the 13th Legion. It's not the Legion. What chapter? It's the Genesis chapter. They square off for a duel and they talk about their like different like badges of honor and how the Genesis champion had all these like purity seals and like these honors attached to him, whereas the Night Lord had tons of skulls and like skins hanging from like his armor. And I was like, yeah, that is how they roll. That is how they roll. Yo, Froggy! Why did they summon you? Were you streaming? Is it because we were talking about mold? Probably because we were talking about mold. Did you guys bother her? Oh my gosh, it's because we were talking. We're not gonna keep talking about mold. We stopped that conversation. It's icky and gross. How do you think the Lion and Gilliman's reunion will go? Gone? I'm not really sure. I think it will go well, because it seems like the Lion was relieved to hear about his brother Gilliman, and I think Gilliman is relieved that he's not the only one left. I think it'll go well, and I think they'll be like, brother, we understand each other better. Now let's go, like, let's try to bring the Imperium back to what it was, even though we know in our hearts we can't get it there. Let's just do our best, and we have each other now. We can conquer. So, my first books in 40k were Infinite and the Divine, Dante, the Caiaphas Cain series, so I could get a spectrum of viewpoints in the setting. Thank you, Nobody Home. That's a good point. I do recommend a lot of those books. I haven't read all the Caiaphas Cain series, and I want to read Dante. That's on my list. I've heard Dante is really good. I read a portion of it. Have I had dinner yet? No, I have not had dinner. I was gonna make tacos, Oh, Babbling Prophet. I apologize. I have not read any stories as of late. I have been very busy, but I am taking my pencil right now. And I'm writing it down. I apologize if I can't read all of the stories. I remember your comment from a few weeks ago, and I feel so bad because your message was very, very sweet. I will take the time to read it. It is on my notepad of things to do. I keep a little list here because I forget after stream. I'm so sorry. I will read it. I've been watching videos of sticky Chinese barbecue and I want it so bad. Froggy. Have you had Korean barbecue? Everyone, let's just make this a group conversation. Who here has had Korean barbecue? Raise your hand in the chat. Raise your hand in the chat. I've had Korean barbecue and it is wonderful. Froggy, have you heard my Korean barbecue story? I don't think she has. It's so funny. Okay, I know a lot of you have because it's, it's like, it's a core part of my personality. So, this one time, I went to a Korean barbecue place with my friends. And you like split the food and you all make different stuff. I was starving. I was absolutely starving that day. And so everyone was pretty much full. I was like, you know what? I could have another plate of bulgogi. They were like, no way. There's no way you'll eat like a plate of bulgogi by yourself. At this point, I'd had, let's see, between like the 4 of us or however many were there, I'd had like about 2 plates of bulgogi since we ordered like a lot and we were making a lot. I was like, man, I'm still hungry. And they're like, there's no way you can eat that. So I proceeded, I said, I bet I can. So I proceeded to eat like, how many more was it? I can't remember, like 2 to 3 more servings. Like, you know the plates they bring out the raw meat on? I ate like 2 or 3 more of those. And, they were stunned. And they apologized because they realized the error of their ways. Don't get between me and meat. Especially beef bulgogi, because, oh my gosh. Ugh. It was incredible. And now I always go back to that place and I see... we'll go back with, like, friends. And I see it's the same person that, like, works there. That, like, is, like, the host or whatever. And I can see the look in his eyes. He recognizes me, because every time I go, I order so many plates of bulgogi, and I see the regret in his eyes. Every time I come in, he knows who I am. Because I'll eat at least 3 plates, because I need to at least eat, like, 2 plates, I think, to break even for, like, the cost. They are right to fear me. Indeed, they are. The most effective motivator. Yo, I bet you can. Yep, it really is. It really is. When me and Auri meet, we're just gonna go live in a Korean town eating all the meat. Yes, yes. Froggy, what's your favorite? Did I see? We got, like, Korean barbecue in Detroit. It had all you can eat for, like, 25 bucks. I had, like, 3 trays of bulgogi and half a tray of octopus. Froggy. Froggy, you are, like, my soulmate. Froggy, you are like my soulmate. Oh my gosh. You are my spirit animal. You are me, but British. For the most part. There's some things that don't add up. But yes, we're gonna do that. Add that to the list of things we'll do when we meet up. Oh my gosh. This just has to. Yes. Yes. This must be done. Do they have good Korean barbecue places in the UK? Because if you come to the States, I know one. But do they have good ones in the UK? Yes. It is written. Froggy and Aurelia meet date when? We'll have to see. She is gonna be in the States. Well, in theory, she will be in the States. For probably TwitchCon. I don't know yet, though. We might see each other then. Who knows? But I also really want to go to the UK. I've never been. I've been to other countries in Europe, but I would love, absolutely love to go to the UK. My parents have been, but I haven't. The only time I've really been in the UK is I was at, like, the London airport for 2 hours, and that doesn't count. Don't go to the UK yet? What? But I want to go. The Blood Angels are my favorite. Is it okay if I like the Dark Angels just as much? Yeah, that's okay. You can like whatever faction as long as it's not chaos. And if you do, oh, you're a heretic. Have you read the End in the Death trilogy? Yes. I've read a lot of books. Oh, I didn't update my list. I've read about almost 50 books. 50 books. I want to read more Horus Heresy novels, but I've been kind of reading 40k stuff recently. 41, 42. I'm newish here. Have you played Rogue Trader yet? Funny enough, that was actually the first game I started streaming, but I decided to not stream that one because there's so many words you have to read, and I couldn't, like, interact with, like, chat very much. Not that there was a lot of people hanging around when I was first streaming, but, yeah, it was just, it's not very conducive as a streaming game. I would love to play it, I just need to make more free time for myself, but, I am collecting hobbies. That's what I'm doing. now I'm hungry for Korean barbecue. Well, no, here's the thing. Don't be hungry for Korean barbecue. You need to make sure you, like, don't eat lunch or something. So you can, like, save all, like, the space for when you go to Korean barbecue. Don't make mistakes that I have and, like, eat a regular lunch and then go to Korean barbecue. You've got to, like, plan at least a day in advance to go to Korean barbecue. Have I read Saturnine has the best Abaddon moment? I've read part of Saturnine. I started it like a week or two ago, and then I saw something about the Night Lords trilogy, and I was like, well, I'm gonna finish that now, because I read the first one, and I liked it so much I decided to hold off on the other two. But I was like, no, I need to read it now, so then I've been powering through the other two books. But I'll probably get to Saturnine. Oh, that's neat. Full Moon Tales. You asking me if I read Cradle? Are you talking about the Cradle series by Will White? If you have caught up on my streams, which I don't know if you have, how much when you say you caught up, you would know that I have read it. It's very good. I highly recommend it. I read it about this time last year. Solid series, not Warhammer, fantasy, and a very, very good read. So, yes, highly recommend the Cradle series. I do a lot of reading. More Warhammer reading as of late, but... Stretch here for a second. I am getting... I worked out right before this and I'm tired. I have also caught up in your channel. I only watch shorts. Well, thanks to Bright for reminding me I only have 5 shorts. I am trying to work on that, actually. I have some moments I have clipped. I just need to turn them into shorts, and I am not a video editor, so I need to go talk to someone to get some shorts edited. Because I should do more of them. Because that's how you get discovered, and not that it's a big deal, but I'm like, oh, I should really do it. I should really get it done. I have some solid clips too. What have I missed? You haven't missed much. We've been talking. Just talking. I just export from Twitch. Well, I wanna... Yeah, I wanted to do that, but there's some, like, silly things I want to do. Like, improve a couple things. Like, trim it. Because I have, like, sections that are, like, over the course of 3 minutes, but it would make, like, a 45-second short. So I want to send it to an editor to add the sound effects. Like, just to up the quality. Because I would totally... Like, initially I did do that, and I modified the short a little bit, but I want to up the quality so it's a little bit more engaging. So, that's like the parts that you don't see, and I could learn how to edit my own stuff. I could, and it would help me immensely, but I would rather work on other projects than spend my time trying to learn to edit. Cause let me tell, yeah, I attempted to edit my first like couple shorts, and I would like hand them to a friend, and I'm like, hey, what do you like think of these? And they'd look at me and be like, you want my honest thoughts? I'm like, yes, I would love your honest thoughts, please. And they're like, I would redo this. And I was like, oh, okay. And like, I go through multiple like instances of that. They'd give me like their opinions, like, okay, maybe do this and this and this, and like, and I re-record it, and then I do it again, and then I'd be like, okay, here it is, and they're like, it needs more, and I'm like, oh. I definitely got very burnt out with shorts because I could not handle, even though they were being so kind and just helping me. When I asked them for their help, I was getting real burnt out and frustrated. I was like, oh, okay. And I just decided then and there, I was just not gonna do shorts. But I really should do more, so I'm just gonna hire someone to edit them. It's fine. It's fine. Oh. Yeah, it is easier to pay someone else. So yeah, I hope we'll see. Maybe in the next week or two, we'll start having like regular like shorts, because I do plan to script them out so I can hand them to an editor and be like, okay, this is exactly what I want. Yeah. But I will script them out because I'm kind of particular about that sort of thing for like what I want to be like captured. But as for me editing, no. I would rather use my brain power for creative endeavors rather than editing endeavors and learning other things. Like in the time I could use to like learn editing, I could do like voice lessons and like practice singing again and doing that stuff, because you guys want me to do more singing stuff. Well, some of you do. I don't know if that's a general statement, but some of you do. So so yeah, there's it's all about, the way I think of it is like, what do you value your time at? So I compare it to like my real life job. Like, what do I get paid on an hourly basis? And would I rather pay someone like, so it's like, how much is your time worth? And then you compare it. It's like, you could learn editing and it would take you X amount of hours to get really, really good at it. Or you could pay someone else at whatever rate they value their time at, and, you know, within reason, be fair and honest. Your work, I believe. Like, that's how you should do it, in my opinion. And it's just, it's a more efficient use of your time. Doing things that you either enjoy or, like, doing more, better work. Money can be exchanged for goods and services. Yes. Yes, absolutely. So, yeah, I don't want to edit things ever again. And I do, it is very sweet when a lot of you say, oh, that's how I found you. I found you through your, like, your first couple shorts. I'm like, that is so, like, kind of you to say. Because I look back on those and, I cringe and I look at them like, wow, those are so dorky. But, you know, I didn't become a Warhammer streamer because I wasn't a nerd. I still remember the reels. No. How's the new model coming along? Oh, yes, actually, the model art is gonna be finished by the end of the month. I'm so excited. It looks beautiful. It looks amazing. And then now I just need to find someone to rig it. So I have some people that I am interested in, but we will see. Oh no. Okay, Froggy, you lurk. Give Whippy a hug for me. Give her a hug and give her all the cat treats for me. Cringing at your own content is pretty normal, right? That's true. I try to not be super cringe. It's just unavoidable. There are certain aspects of my content that I wish I did differently. And like what I know now, I would manage how I did things like a year ago. But it's okay. But you're our cringy Custodes. Yeah. I would just rather be Custodes, not just cringy. Oh. I just discovered your channel because of your reaction to the Gavin Bob series. Just an FYI, there's now a part 6. Wait. Is that the Christmas one? Is that the Christmas one? Or did they come out with another one? Oh. Wait. Time for research. YouTube. Bob. Part 6. Ah, stop. Yes, okay, I did watch it. Good. I just, oh, maybe I should put that in the right playlist. I think it's in the wrong playlist. Robert and Gavin. Oh my gosh, don't say that. Gav and Heartsick. There we go. Yes, I did watch it. I couldn't remember what all the parts are. And I did watch that one already. I think it's just not in the right playlist on YouTube. So I'll need to move that over. But that's the learning process, and your content is all the better for it. Yes, I agree. There's actually, oh, I'm so excited. I can't tell you guys what it is yet. But I have a very... I think it's going to be a very, very funny stream. Maybe not next week, but the week after that I have planned. It's... You guys are going to love it. I need to iron out a few more details on it, but it's going to be so funny. I can't wait. I can't wait. And it's going to be awesome because the stream is also going to be like community, it'll also be like community related too. It's gonna be so good. It's gonna be so good. Oh, okay, I gotta stop talking about it, otherwise I will spill my guts and I will say it. It's gonna be fantastic. Looking forward to it, yes. Oh, it's gonna be so good. Oh. Better than the wedding stream. I kind of want to redo that. I kind of want to do something fun with like the wedding stream, because that one was like fun to do, and I didn't realize how big of a deal it would become later. I'd love to redo that because I thought that was a fun one. Yes, after that, oh, by the way, in our Discord server, which you should join if you haven't, we are currently running a... Might thing not work? Oh, that's weird. My toggle didn't work, but it still works for the mods, that's fine. We are doing a writing competition, which I highly recommend you join. Sorry, hang on. It's a writing competition, and if you win, I am going to pay for a commissioned art piece for you from one of our resident artists, Roma. So I highly recommend you check it out. It's like a 500 word limit, just short stories, but you know, I highly recommend. It's really fun, and I read them live on stream. I find them to be incredibly enjoyable because everyone gets to like flex their creative muscles and come up with like cool and exciting stories like that are unofficial in the Warhammer sense, but you know, fanon is canon. Sadly, I can't write that well, but I bet everyone will be amazing. We'll give it a shot. You never know. Like, just give it a shot. Even if you write a short story, and even if you don't think it's good, I appreciate you taking the time and the effort to. But I understand. I think for the streams, I do keep it anonymous. Unless you want to say, oh, this is my story. I don't say who wrote which story unless it's like the winner. So if that helps you, like, we do need to know your name, like, for the contest, but I don't say whose story is what on the stream. So I hope that, you know, maybe encourages you to maybe write something that you didn't think you'd write before. Rat. Yeah. Unfortunately, writing is not my strongest suit, so I leave it to others more attuned to it. That is also fair. That is also fair. The wedding stream was awesome. Oh my gosh, we're actually coming up on like the anniversary of that. When was that? May... When was that stream? That was like, it was the end of May. I want to say it was like the 24th or something, but today is the 24th of April. I don't think that's quite right. Oh, listening to both Twitch and YouTube is weird. It's not synced. Yeah, it's always like that. Have you looked at the chainmail cube? Yes, I saw the chainmail cube. It's very cool. I saw it. It's very cool. Oh, nice, a writing competition. I'll check later. Remember that the story about your sword was pretty good. Yeah, that one was really nice. One of our writers who ended up writing like basically a whole book wrote that, and I love that story. So good. Oh, DinoFan, thank you so much for gifting a sub to Caro. Thank you very much. Caro, if you're here, say thank you. No, you are. There you are. 48 gift subs. Dude, that's a lot of gift subs. Hello, Captain. Greetings to you as well. Hanging out, just chatting, because I goofed today. Am dumb, but that's okay. That's okay. You have to have a dumb moment every once in a while. But this is good, because I did want to chat with everyone, because I felt bad about, like, I was originally going to start the collab with, like, a half an hour of talking before we got into it, because I always feel bad when there's been a break for so long, and it's like, alright, back into the collabs, where don't talk to me. I'm busy. Like, that feels rude. That feels weird. I don't Aurelia left us for 10 days. Look, you guys are okay. You guys can manage it. You were fine. You're fine. No, I don't hate you. I just had other things I had to do. It was unfortunate timing. If I could have set things up in a different way, I would have, but it just wasn't possible. You're traumatized. Well, I'm sorry. This is Warhammer 40k. You should just eat trauma for breakfast. Gotta eat trauma for breakfast, okay? You just gotta... In the Warhammer universe, you just gotta get over it. Aurelia, unlike Sanguinius, came back. Wow. Wow. I do feel bad when I'm away for that long. I do feel bad. Like, I'm like, no. Like, oh. Because I enjoy hanging out. I enjoy streams, and I enjoy yapping and doing all the nerdy Warhammer stuff. It's so much fun. We can live 10,000 years without the single. We can live 10 days without Aurelia. Yeah, you know. It's all a matter of perspective. It's all a matter of perspective. Aurelia gave us abandonment issues just like the Emperor did to the Primarchs. What? Was that abandonment, though? I know Horus was saying that the Emperor, like, abandoned them, but I don't really feel like it was, like, that strong. Obviously, we have the knowledge. Like, we know what the Emperor was, like, actually up to during that time. But, like... abandoned feels like a very strong word. Yeah, those heretics, they did need purging. Who was gonna purge them if not me? I gotta go purge them. But I also purged some traitors while I was gone too, so we got them. We got both sides. Missions and campaigns to lead. It's, you know, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work being one of the Emperor's custodians. It's not all just yapping and standing guard places. I gotta go do things. Yeah. It's not all glam, even though I do wear beautiful gold armor. Nodding now. It's the classic Aurelia is tired all the time. I know, I'm always I did work out right before this, so it's not unsurprising. Drink more gamer subs, you're right. You're right. Trying to have less caffeine in the evenings, because then I don't sleep as well as I normally would. Aurelia was busy building the Code Red webway. Yes. Yep. That's what I was doing. Yep. It was specifically for the Imperium, not so I can get to my local Taco Bell faster. Which, yeah, you know, don't worry about it. I wasn't building a webway portal so get to my Taco Bell faster, or my Mountain Dew stash that I hide. Building the portal like it was Minecraft. Look, I do it for the good of the Imperium. It's for the good of the Imperium because, you know, my game is upped when I have better access to Mountain Dew and Taco Bell. And now I wish I had one of these portals. It'd be so nice if I could just walk outside my room and then just be at a Taco Bell. Doesn't Mountain Dew have caffeine in it? Yes. I try to only have Mountain Dew in the mornings now, unless it's like a Friday night or a Saturday night. Weekends, it's acceptable. Called DoorDash Aurelia, but okay. I think I ever gotten DoorDash? No, I did once. I DoorDash a friend food. But like I don't use DoorDash or Uber Eats or whatever like food delivery apps. They're so expensive nowadays, and like the fees are insane. Like at one point it was like reasonable and cheap to do DoorDash, but like nowadays it's so expensive. I would rather drive somewhere. Like it's just so expensive. And then sometimes I would just rather just make food at home. But yeah, it's not opinion. Instead of Code Red, have you tried gamer subs? No, I've never heard. What is this thing that you call gamer subs? Never heard of it. Never heard of it. You should use discount code Aurelia to get. Whoa. I'm sorry. Taco Bell is glorified dog food anyway. That's slander. That's slander. I'm sorry your bowels cannot handle the glory that is Taco Bell. I'm sorry you are not blessed with the Emperor's gifts. You're not blessed with the Emperor's gifts. It passes right through you. Heresy. Gonna pop out feeling a little tired. Oh, that's okay, ALJ. Please rest. Go inspect those pillows in the name of the Emperor. Yes, go rest. Yes, I could use them. To disrespect Taco Bell is to disrespect Sanguinius's favorite fast food joint. Would that be Sanguinius? I don't think so. I think he would only like go there because I go there and like I would like to eat together. I think that's the only reason he would go. I don't think he would go by himself. Maybe if he missed me. Maybe if he missed me, he might. He might be like, Miss Aurelia, get some Taco Bell. That's how they choose new custodians, so they can survive the Taco Bell. Yes. It's part of the new, like, regimen, the training regimen. It's something that I actually instituted, because we noticed that there was, like, a tiny bit of, like, lack in some of the custodians, but, you know, we fixed it. We fixed it now. Everyone is impervious to the Taco Bell. Miss you. You would never let Sanguinius out of your sight. Well, sometimes I have missions and things I need to do. The Emperor... I can't hang out with Sanguinius all the time. Why do you think Sanguinius died during the Siege of Terra? Because I wasn't there. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm 100% kidding. I could not beat Horus even if I wanted to. And I don't think I could have saved Sanguinius. He was already, like, insanely wounded and damaged. So, let me make this clear. I could not beat Horus, and there's no way I could save Sanguinius. Maybe I feel like if I was gonna distract anyone during that fight, it would be Sanguinius, because he'd be worried about, like, me getting hurt. I'm not interested in my OC being incredibly, like, the power creep. We're not power creeping here. I'm under no illusions that I would defeat Horus in any capacity or even distract him remotely. If anything, he would utilize my presence as a weapon. Somebody. That's... I made that joke and then I realized that would definitely put some people off. So I just want to clarify. You could have been the murder that inspired the Emperor to fight back. Well, you're gonna have to find out what my special lore is later. It's good. Which my plan is to reveal it when my new model is. So. Oh, thanks, Babbling Prophet. Thank you for remembering. Don't feel rushed. Life is busy for everyone. Yeah, I will get to it. I apologize. I will look. I will read. Man, my muscles are sore. I did a very fast arm day. I did it in like 20 minutes and I'm a bit sore. Welcome in. Vibing today, just a little vibe. Did Horus know about you and Sangi? Yes, absolutely. He was Sanguinius's best man. He was Sanguinius's best man. Those guys were the best of buds. So yeah, he of course knew. Absolutely. I want to talk. I really want. Tomorrow, because my plans for dinner tomorrow kind of got changed now that I have a collab tomorrow. So perhaps we do Taco Bell tomorrow. Egg taco. Nice. This is a good plan. This is a very good plan. I'm looking forward to the new model means coloring the armor stream. You're still doing that? Yeah, I'm not sure yet, because part of, like, I did enjoy changing the armor color, but I don't know if we'll do that for, like, the future ones, because part of it is, like, maintaining branding, and I know you guys really like changing my armor, and we'll still have some, like, we'll still have Gothrelia available. Don't worry, I won't keep Gothrelia from you guys. But I don't know if we'll get so into it that we that we change the entire model. This next model is gonna have an insane amount of layers. It will take forever just to color the Aurelia one. Trying to do that for every single legion is going to be a nightmare. That would, it'll be interesting. How about an armor coloring contest? Oh, we'll see. We'll see. That could be interesting. But I don't know if I want to commit to having, like, the winner be another, like, toggle. I kind of want to keep it... I want to keep it simple. Even though I really, really did enjoy doing the armor coloring. It was a lot of fun. Sotek finally responded to me. He said, LOL, my evil doppelganger, no tech. Yep. Yep. Someone said Shrek, and now I have that song stuck in my head from Shrek 2. So what she said, what's the problem, babe? I don't know. Love that song is stuck in my head now. Thank you for that. Sorry, yeah. It's a good song. I watched that movie a lot when I was a kid. Like, that was... I don't think we watched a lot of Shrek 1. It was like Shrek 2 is what my siblings and I... Like, we really liked that movie. It's a good movie. I am curious to see... the most recent Shrek movie they're gonna make. The models that they had did not look... They looked very modern. So I wonder if they're gonna revert back to the old models or older looking models. That was nuts. The internet blew up. Some people liked it, but I think most people they just really liked the classic look of the old Shrek movie. My parents had to put on Shrek so much when I was a toddler that I warped the VHS and they had to get the DVD. Yeah, we had the DVD. We watched so much of that. Did you guys know that for that Shrek 2 movie, on the DVD, they had, like, bonus content, and they basically did, like, American Idol? So they had, like, Simon Cowell. Like, legit, Simon Cowell was animated, he did the voices, and they had, like, a little, like, it wasn't really a competition, he just announced who, like, the winner was, and each, like, person would come up and, like, just sing a song, and it felt like a fever dream, but it was actually, like, it actually existed. Did I imagine that? Was I dreaming? And no, it actually exists. I think you can search it on YouTube. I remember American Idol, Simon Cowell would sing instead of Prince Charming when you selected that character to win. Wait, really? I didn't know that. We never selected Prince Charming to win. I need to watch that. I hope that's on YouTube somewhere. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is... Okay, good. Okay. Simon Cowell. Well, yes, send me the video, please. That's insane. Well, I'm interested to see what this new movie is going to be like. I don't remember the fourth one being particularly good, if I'm remembering correctly. And I hope that they take the change in the animated models to heart. Because it looked very modern. And Shrek did not look like Shrek. He looked very disappointing. He looked too handsome. Does that make sense? He looked like he didn't look ugly enough. I hope that makes sense. I'm gonna have people with pitchforks coming up to my doors. What do you mean Shrek is a god? He's got an amazing body. that Puss in Boots, the most recent Puss in Boots movie, that was really good. They did not have to make death go so hard, but let me tell you, I'm an adult and I got chills watching that movie. I got chills whenever the wolf started doing his whistling. I was like, whoa. Like, I was like, they did such a good job. Shrek has got peak male body though. The first Shrek, I remember the bonus content, Lord Farquaad was singing while inside the stomach of the dragon. Or maybe that was a cutscene. I think it was a cutscene. Was it at the end of the movie when Shrek and Fiona got married? And they were singing? I think it was that. Puss in Boots 2 took 10 years to make it. It shows. It's such a pretty movie. Like, it just looks really, really nice. And I was hoping that for the newest Shrek movie that they would have a very similar animation style. I don't know if that's even the right term. It's probably not. I'm probably butchering it, but I was hoping that they'd look similar because that movie, Puss in Boots 2, the one with the wolf in it, just fantastic. It looked great. I want to watch that again. Yeah, same art style, but is it art style? Animation style? I don't know. Shrek was peak. Absolutely peak. Like I said, I don't remember the fourth one being very good. The third one was okay. I think the second one was like the best, but I watched that one the most. I would rank them second, the first, the third, and then the fourth. I feel like death did wake up some space wolf vocations in some people. Look, I think some people were a little too interested in death. I think they were a little too into him. But he did go very hard. Like, this guy is such a cool character. This is amazing. Puss in Boots in The Last Wish. Oh, it was The Last Wish. That's the one I was talking about. I don't know if it's the second one. Were you into death? No. No. I thought he was a cool character. And like he had so much aura. That's how I'm gonna phrase it. He had a lot of aura that it was like impossible not to like what they did with that character. The new Shrek looked very generic child animation. The animation quality was better, but he looked cuter. Yeah, Shrek is not cute. Shrek is not supposed to look cute. Yeah, it gave me more like a Disney vibe, even though it is different and Universal is not Disney. It still gave me very much Imagine Russ showing up on Armageddon, you hear him whistling the like death in that movie. As cool as that would be, we all know Russ is a yeller. He's a yeller, and he's not being subtle. Now, here's the real thing. Korax, or even Kurz. I think specifically Kurz. Can you imagine you commit a crime on Nostromo? And you like look around because you're like, oh, did someone see me do that? And then you hear the whistle. And suddenly, the Night Haunter slowly steps out of the shadow. You would soil yourself immediately, and then he would take you. That is the best way to do it. Psychological horror of just that, like, just a walk in the park just a stroll around the city. I don't think he'd sing. No. There's part of it, I know he does take some joy in it, but I don't think he takes like a ton. He does what needs to be done. What are you talking about? Shrek is very kawaii. You say so. Hers whistling while you're running down a dark alley would be horrifying. Yes, especially like if you were running away from him, but the whistling was getting louder. Ooh, ooh. Fully embracing the terror? No. I'm just saying it like it is. I'm saying it like it is. We all know that's how it would go. I just appreciate the aura, the whistling. And his little hand sides were great in that movie. It was real good. I love those combats. Have a good night, Kara. I hope you'll get some good sleep. Dang it, now I want to see a 40k horror novel with a Night Lord hunting a regular person and tormenting like this. Yeah, you could read the Night Lord's Omnibus, but it's not quite the same. I know what vibes you're looking for, but the Night Lords are so good at their job, it would be a very, very, very short book. It would not be a long book. They would catch you pretty fast if you were just a regular human. And they're very effective. Like, they can keep you alive. Just when you think you should die, they're like, no. You're staying alive. Not even 3 chapters. It's like, you might, okay, maybe 3 chapters if you're like setting the scene and you're trying to describe the person who is about to, you know, get murked. A detective novel set in 40k, is there one written yet? Let me think. Say there was... The Bookkeeper's Skull is kind of horror, not really detective. There was one, I think it was The Watcher in the Rain. I haven't read this one, but I heard about the synopsis. That had an Inquisitor involved. But it's not like noir, mystery, nothing like that. To be fair, the Emperor gave Conrad a legion and let him... That is true. That is true. Yeah, Watcher in the Rain is just like horror. It's not mystery. But there is some mystery to it. But a noir novel would be really good. I know that if the Emperor had a text-to-speech device, they did have a noir type episode. I forget what it was called, but that one was decent. It's short. I don't think it's more than 20 minutes, but I liked it. I used to actually, I don't know if you guys knew this about me. When I was younger, you guys have heard that I'm a huge like reader and I love to read. When I was younger, like the books that I read all the time were mystery novels, specifically like Nancy Drew. Like where you're going to my like local library and I am pulling Nancy Drew books off the shelves. I can't tell you how many of those I read. I don't think I read all of them. They might still be coming out with, like, new ones. But I haven't, like, really caught up with it. But, like, I used to read so many, like, mystery novels, those Nancy Drew novels, and I got somewhat decent at predicting who did the crimes. I love those books. I should read one again. Isn't there, like, over 100 of them now? There was over 100 of them when I was, like, in elementary school, I believe. Like... I'd have to go through the whole list to see which ones I've, like, actually read. But I'm sure I don't even remember half of them. But yeah, I used to read so many of them. I'll have to investigate. That was like my bread and butter for the longest time. And then I got into fantasy stuff and I started reading that. And then I have gotten into sci-fi now. And now it's just Warhammer books. With the occasional like fantasy book like sprinkled here and there if I'm interested enough. Now I just want to read a Nancy Drew book. Those will probably be like a really quick read for me. Only like 10 chapters in each book. I find mysteries hard to read at times, but I do enjoy watching mystery shows. Why are they hard to read? I'm curious. If you want a mystery slash horror book, one that I recommend. I don't remember who the author is, but the book is called And Then There Were None. And it's intense. I read it like before I was going to bed. Not all of it, but like I would read it before I went to bed, and let me tell you, don't read it at night. It's intense. The premise of the story is there's a bunch of people invited to this party at this island mansion, and there's like some note that they like did something wrong, and they're like, oh, what's going on here? And then slowly the guests like start like dying, and you're supposed to figure out who is the killer. It's really intense. Oh, Agatha Christie, thank you. She's also written some really good Hercule Poirot books that I enjoy. Like, I read Murder on the Orient Express, Death on the Nile. There's a couple others I read. Can't remember. But Agatha Christie, also highly recommend if you want to read adult mysteries. 40k hot take, the Leagues of Votan prove that a large-scale human or abhuman society can exist outside the Imperium without falling to chaos, thus proving the Emperor the only way humanity is successful. Granted, the kin have their own issues. 40k who doesn't? I mean, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think the whole purpose of like the Emperor is that he was like, oh, this is like the only way. And it was always implied that there were other ways. He just chose to do it one way. So I think that was always implied that there were other ways. He was just stubborn and chose not. There is an element where I do think he has a point, but I don't agree with everything he does. He is a very flawed character, like we all are. So. Now I want to read some mystery. Now that like I'm on this like track, I'm like, I just want to read. The TTS episode is called The Shadow Over Immateriums. Thank you. I was not gonna remember that. Thank you, DinoFan, and thank you, Dino Man. Two different people. Two different people. I think it was established that he could either be all-seeing or all-powerful. Yeah, you don't have a lot of choices when it comes to that. You know, Farseers have problems all on their own by seeing a lot. They don't see all, but they see a lot, and they still goof a bunch. Well, you said you read a lot of fantasy. What series? Oh, goodness. Okay, Look, we will be here a while if I start talking about all the different book series I've read. I'm looking over at my bookshelf currently. A lot. Like, let me just tell you, I am an avid reader. It was so bad when I was in elementary school that my parents had to tell my teacher to not let me bring books to recess because I would just read during recess. So I read a lot. So, I know you have time, but I imagine people would get very bored with the number of books I have read. I read a lot. There were, like, reading competitions at my school. It was, like, certain, like, books were worth certain points when you did certain, like, tests. And I ended up, like, getting the high score at my school because I read so many books. I wonder if I still hold the record for that. I'd have to go back, like a non-creepy way, and ask. What's so bad about reading during recess? It was just that I was reading all the time and I wasn't, like, socializing. I wasn't socializing with the other kids. My parents were like, you should socialize, you should go make friends, you should get some exercise. So, I had to do that. It's hilarious and cute. Yeah, I definitely read a lot. Not socializing based. No, you should socialize. There's an element that you should socialize with people. Even if it's not your most favorite thing in the world, you should make an attempt to integrate yourself to some extent into society. Even if it's just amongst your friends, you should. It's a good skill to have. You're a bookworm and that's okay. Definitely a good idea that parents pushed me to socialize. Yes, absolutely. I am still introverted. I'm still absolutely introverted, but it would be way worse if they didn't, like, push me to socialize or be in team sports and stuff like that, that you just naturally, you need to learn how to communicate and, like, talk to people. But I'm not the best. I'm no extrovert. Talking to people, ew. Yeah, Red Tail Wolf, yeah, sometimes it is a little ew. Sometimes I'll get, like, it's mainly people I don't like, but sometimes when I'm texting a friend and, like, text message is gonna be long, I'm like, hey, like, can I call? And, like, I don't mind doing phone calls. I prefer phone calls over text messages, and I prefer video chats over phone calls. But, like, other people, when they're like, hey, Aurelia, can we talk? I'm like, ew, please, don't talk to me. It's no one here, let me make that clear. It's more like stuff that happens due to, like, work-related things. I'm like, no, please don't talk to me. Let me just do my work. We don't need to talk. We don't need to talk. It's fine. It's fine. Dr. Scheme Dr. Schemes approves. He's like, yeah, don't talk to me when I'm working. Thank you for the follow. I love when people have their follows at, like, funny points in a conversation. Yeah, it's incredibly based. I don't like talking to people either. No, I don't hate you guys. I don't hate you. Nothing like that. This is different. It's not the same. It's not the same. I send emails for everything. There are some times where I prefer to walk over to a coworker's desk and have a conversation rather than, like, a message. So much easier just to have a face-to-face. I'm an adult and I can refuse to socialize with new people now if... Oh no, your mom's bothering you about settling down. Yeah. Precisely, the more people talk to me, the less work I get done. That's why I hate meetings. Yes! Yes! There are so many moments where it's like, this meeting could have been an email, or it could have been a message. Dr. Schemes, that's accurate. Sometimes I enjoy talking to my coworker. And then there are other coworkers I don't like to talk to. And, like, I like the people I work with, but, like, they're not, like, you know, you get me, you understand. The meetings that could have been emails, they're so frustrating. I'm an adult. Makes me think of I threw it on the ground. That SNL? That was a funny video. If I have to go to a work meeting that consists of more than 3 people, I just shut down and listen. Yeah, that's usually what I do. I just kind of listen to the meetings. Yeah, I agree. If they need me, they'll ask. Yeah. Yeah, I just prefer to get my own work done, and if I have a question for a colleague, I just walk over and I say, easier. It's so much easier that way. Talking by to say hi, chat, and Aurelia. Hello, hello. I stay muted. Yeah, I stay muted. Which is funny. You guys would not think that is the case considering how much I yap here. Any group meeting, I'm pretty quiet. I like to listen. Because one of the things that I've found is that you can learn a lot about people if you just, like, stay quiet and you just listen to them talk. Like, they'll tell you more about themselves, and not even just like, oh, I have a cat, or I have a dog, or this is my wife. Like, by how they speak and what they speak about, you learn a lot about who they are. And it's kind of nice information to... So, it's something that I do in meetings now. I'm listening. Like, what can I discern about you? Oh, thank you for the 6 months of support, Corpse Puppeteer. Don't mind me just resubbing to the best Yapstodies. I haven't been called that in a while. Yapstodies. Yeah, sometimes it is good to have a personal connection with people. Other times it's like, hey, I'm here to get the job done. It really depends on the circumstance. Because there's sometimes where it's like, I could be like really friendly and like schmooze and like do all the stuff so you like me, but if it's not worth, like, obviously be polite and professional, but if it's not worth doing all of that extra like schmoozing, then hey, just get the job done and get the problem solved. Be personable. But you don't have to go like crazy. Gotta keep the Yapstodies alive. She has us trapped so she can yaps to her heart's content. Look, I've not trapped anyone. You guys are here voluntarily. You could always click off if you wanted to. I don't keep you here. I don't keep you here. I can mask at work and put on the charm, but it's tiring. Oh yeah, 100%. Especially like if you work in the service industry, you gotta put on the charm, you gotta put on the smile, and you gotta be personable. And it's just like, oh, by the end of the day, you're like, I don't want to smile. I don't want to do anything. I don't want to do anything ever again. Help! I'm trapped making clips. You don't have to keep making clips. It is very helpful because I use them as bases for future clips. It's worse, I'm in management. No! F in the chat for our brother who is a manager. RIP. The worst thing you could ever become. If you're voluntold to do it specifically. If you want to be a manager, well, that's different. But if you're told, like, you are now a manager, like, oh, no, can't escape. Thank you, thank you. Thank you also for our first-time chatters that have also respect. Look at how many people support you. I hate being a team leader. Everyone understands. Everyone's like, yep. It ended up being a good move for you and your quality of life. But oh, that's good to hear. Sometimes people get told to become a manager and it's like the worst thing ever. It's not a volunteer, it's voluntold. They're like, I never wanted to become this, but it just happens. It's fortunate. Yap for the Yap throne. I am the 5th Chaos God. chaos god of talking. Well, technically, wouldn't that be excess? Because if I yap a lot, that's Slanesh. Excess of yap? I should reconsider. I should be more angry. That's what it should be. No, I'm not Slaneshi. Stop that. Stop that. We all know I'm not Slaneshi. You know, I'm the opposite of that. I do not like Slanesh. Actively dislike Slanesh. I have become important / invaluable at my job is the worst situation ever. Yeah. Now you get emails. It's like Dante, right? It's Dante in the 40k universe. He's gotten so good at his job, now he hates his life. Because he can't escape it. No, I have a reasonable amount of hate for Slanesh. Not an excess of hate, a reasonable amount. Yapping is Zinch, in my opinion. Oh. But, like, I guess what is the purpose of the yap? Is the yap to confuse your, like, opponent? Enemy? Or anyone in general? I'm just yapping to yap. It's an appropriate amount of hate and or dislike. Oh, really? Yeah, no, actually, no, there is. I was gonna say, I don't think I hate anyone. Which is true. I actually don't hate anyone. If we're talking about fictional things that I hate, like Slanesh, like, yeah. Erebus is also fictional, so I don't hate him because he's a fictional character. I actually don't hate anyone. There's people that I don't like. Trying not to be like that, but hate anyone. Yeah, Dante will probably live a very long time. Hello, hello, welcome in, Cypher. Aurelia, I have no... I try not to have any enemies. If I have any enemies, I'm not aware of them. They might... not... They might... They would... How would I don't know. I don't know what I was trying to say. I don't have, like, a nemesis or anything. Boop, boop, boop. Pop. I legit felt like I was Grimaldus during the defense of Hell's Reach, but it was during Christmas working retail. I am so sorry. That sounds like not a lot. I never worked retail, but retail just sounds intense during the Christmas season. I'm so sorry that you had to deal with so many people. Clone Aurelia is catching strays. I mean, yeah. I have a nemesis. I've never heard good things from people who work retail. I agree. Oh, my mom worked retail when she was younger. But I don't remember if she had any, like, terrible stories. I think she liked it, actually, for, like, the most part. Like, she enjoyed it. But I don't think she had any, like, terrible stories. I'd have to ask her if she has anything that was, like, specific. Huh. I think it says more about a person when they openly admit someone. Yeah, it does say a lot about someone when they are very open about that. I agree. I choose to be careful with my words, and I am being 100% honest. Like, I don't hate anyone. Are there people I don't like? Yes. But hate is a very strong word that I think we throw around, like, it's very casual in our use of it. Like, it's like, oh, I hate this food. It's like, you don't really hate it, you just like it. And I'm guilty of that, but, like, at least when it comes to, like, talking about people and my opinions of them, I try not to use that word. But, you know, I slip every once in a while. One year of retailer food service ought to be a thing everyone experiences, because then people know about, yeah, how rough it is when you work that. Yeah. That would be it would be a very, very useful thing. It would be hard to make that sort of thing, like, actually mandatory, because people's life situations are different, but I think it would help a lot. The word is too diluted, overused. Like the word literally, yes. Yeah. I actually had, like, there was a short period of time, like the span of a couple months, where, like, the one word that I used to describe something, I was like, oh, that's awesome. And my dad got on my case all the time. He's like, you keep using that word. Find a different word for it. And I was like, but it is awesome. He's like, no, it is something else. Pick a better word. Pick a different word. Please. I did. He was right, but I wasn't happy about it. Inspires awe, father. Yeah, it was more like, oh man, this cake is awesome. And, like, cake is not awesome. The cake does not inspire awe. The cake is delicious. That's what it is. No. Ugh. I don't know if that word existed when this situation occurred. Always use the word interesting. Yeah, that's recently been my fallback word. I should really go through, like, a vocabulary book and pick a couple other words so I can just expand what I already know. I did have a, let's see, this was around the time that I was taking, like, standard tests for, like, high schoolers. And my dad got me, and then it was for the use of my siblings, later. He got me a vocabulary book where it had a bunch of these words and a bunch of, like, different devices on how to, like, remember the definitions of some of these words. And I remember some of them, not all of them. I'm sure if I flip back through the book, I would be like, oh, I remember that, I remember. It was very helpful, though. Like, there's some words that I will occasionally use, just because I remember seeing them in that book. So. Oh, I should get a book. I talk enough. It would be good. Stupendous is a good word. Like, there's something about, like, busting out a word that's, like, it's really rare that you haven't heard. I have appreciated a couple of the Warhammer novels have had words in them that I did not know what they were, and I had to, like, stop and look up the word because I didn't know what it meant. Yes, the books that I had made learning new words kind of fun. I didn't enjoy it in the moment, but I did learn a lot. I always feel like when someone says interesting, it's often a polite way to describe something bad. Yes, it depends on the tone and the context. Like, oh, that's interesting. That's usually bad. It's like, oh, that's interesting. That is, like, that could actually be interesting, but I also use that as a way where I'm kind of neutral on it. So, all about the context. Yeah, they're actual words. Like, one of the words was affinity. And that's like one of the few words that, like, sticks in my brain. Like, affinity. Which I like that word. And candor. That was another one. Interesting is better than, oh, that's nice, dear. Yeah, that one's pretty brutal. Oh, that's nice. Ooh. Okay. What else will we talk about today? Trying to think if I had any other story. I talked about a wide variety of topics. Ouch. Affinity is a nice word. Very rare to use. Yes, that is true. You don't get to use it very often, but when you do get to use it, oh boy, is it great. It's fun to bust out like a cool word every once. I haven't heard that song in a while and it got in my head recently. Warhammer introduced me to a lot of big words, but the saddest word I learned was Cadia. Oh, yeah. You're right. You're right, it is heartbreaking. Ugh. How goes your playthrough of Winter Assault? Let's not talk about that. Let's not discuss, let's not discuss how that's going. We're on the most difficult level and I need to watch YouTube. And I am putting it off because that's gonna be a very hard level. Yes, Malkarian the War Sage had some banger quotes. Very... Let's use some very... Make sure I put this correctly. These quotes were very on the nose, very potent. Got the point across. Beautiful. Malkarian looked very wise. You're never gonna finish it? No, I will finish it. I will do my very best. I just need to watch some more videos. I'm committed. I'll commit to it, but it'll just, it'll take a little bit, because how many levels are there for Winter Assault? And this is what, level 5 or 4 or 5? They get progressively harder. Everyone keeps saying, oh, the next level is so hard. And then a lot of people said for this level that they quit the game. They didn't finish the game because of this level. So, we will persevere. You persevere. You might get a couple streams of me banging my head on a desk, but you know what? It'll be okay. It'll be okay. We'll figure it out. We'll get it done. Get it done. Oh, okay. 5 missions for the Order, 2 different variants, 5 for Chaos. Oh, okay. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna have to play the Chaos one too. Okay. Okay. Forgot about that. Not gonna be good at those. I'm not gonna be very good at those. Look at the bright side, you'll be better at RTS after this. That is true. That is true. I am getting better. Although I am worried because I've not played it for about a month now. And I hope I haven't... I hope I haven't, like, slid too far back. I hope my skill hasn't atrophied too much. I'm improving a little bit. But I hope the atrophy doesn't strangle me later. A break is needed at sometimes, but a month-long break? Month-long? anyways, since I did not plan for a stream tomorrow, there are some chores I need to do. We will raid. We will do a raid. We are going to raid into where? Hold up, dang it. We are going to raid. I was just looking at the model. It's very cute. The Sphinx. I don't think we've raided her before. Got a cute little like cat model. It's her anniversary week. So we're gonna do that. And it'll be fun. So please make sure you follow the rules. Incorrectly. There we go. Make sure you follow all the rules. And yes, I will see you all tomorrow. Tomorrow is the collab with Sotek, and then on Saturday is the tabletop simulator game with Froggy. It should be a fantastic time. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be a long stream. Maybe I'll do Taco Bell that day. We will find out. But enjoy the raid. Please be good. I don't have anything for the YouTube side currently, so it's just gonna be on Twitch. But I will see you all tomorrow, and I will see you later this week. Have a good day, everyone, and I will catch you later. Make sure you do your leg day.